Honorable Minister of Home Affairs, Karnataka, to kindly address the gathering. Sir, please.
First of all, I would like to offer my prayers to His Holiness Sri Dalai Lama, one of the greatest advocates of the peace and harmony in the present world. I pray Lord Buddha to bless him with good health, a more number of years to be with us, to advocate peace and harmony to the world. I submit myself with respect. And today's program, the 90th birth anniversary of His Holiness, which is generally called in their own terms as Bhutan, if I may say so. And this is one of the spiritual and cultural importance in Tibetan culture. When somebody reaches 90, it's not an ordinary thing according to them. So His Holiness has reached 90. It's not an ordinary thing in terms of Tibetan culture. And also it's of a great spiritual and a cultural importance. Every Tibetan respects that. And that is why this 90 years becomes very important. Friends, today's program, we have our Swamiji, Shri Paramapuja Shivaratri Deshikendra Swamiji, to bless us And he always, one of his swamis in Karnataka, who advocates peace and harmony, who advocates development, who advocates equality in terms of people in the society. I submit myself with respect to him. We also have today our IG Police, IG of the Southern Range, Mr. Hon'ble, and another friend, Mr. Venugopal, who is a former member of the Legislative Council. And we do have with us the heads of different monasteries, Tibetan Buddhist monasteries, dignitaries from 4 Tibetan settlements of South India, Baikope, Kollegala, Mysuru. We also have students from these different schools, activists, and all the monks of different monasteries and invitees. I don't know whether there are some press friends. My best greetings to all of you this evening. 563 BC, Buddha was born in this country. He was born as the son of a Chakravarti. He was born as the richest in the country at that point of time. He had everything at his disposal. And one day, he saw 4 different aspects in the society. A poor man, an aged man, a death. When he saw all this, he was wondering, what is this life all about? He was wondering, I was in the palace all these days, but I didn't know what was happening in the rest of the world. So he came out of the palace and wanted to know the truth. I am only cutting short of the story. I don't want to go elaborate. And at the age of 81, 35 years of his penance and whatnot, he was able to find the truth of this life. And what was that truth? The truth was, a man has desires. Desire is the root cause of all this in the world. So he started advocating that desire ultimately is the root cause for all these evils. And through that, he developed compassion, peace, harmony. All this Buddha advocated at that point of time. 2,500 years have passed. World has accepted those advocations. World has applied, reapplied, revisited, and confirmed, yes, this is the truth of life. 2,500 years have passed, and that is the truth of even today. Desire is the root cause of every damage. And Dalai Lama, His Holiness, is the 14th Dalai Lama in the Tibetan culture. advocated, in fact, the Tibetan culture accepted and advocated the Buddha's philosophy and continued to follow even till today. And because of that very reason, the Chinese government didn't want them to follow that philosophy. A lot of things happened in 1954-55 in China, in Tibet. And His Holiness the Dalai Lama had to leave along with the people. More than 80 to 90,000 people followed him. And they all came to India. India itself was in difficulty at that point of time. Because we had just got the independence, 47, 55, 59, 10 years after they were coming to India as refugees or as helpless people. And we had no option to just to accept them as our own brothers and sisters. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the Prime Minister, the then Prime Minister, he said, yes, some difficulty we will face together. So 90,000 people came to India. The majority of them came to Mysuru. Bailkopa, even to this day, is the largest settlement in the world of Tibetans. Am I right? Chopel? Am I right? Chopel is my dearest friend for the last 25 years. So they all came here, and at that point of time, the Chief Minister was Sri Nijalingappa, one of the greatest politicians of our state. He accepted and given three places. One is Bailkopan, another one is Mudgod, Koregal, and gave them and hosted them and gave them the confidence, yes, you can live here peacefully. And today's Tibetans, maybe they would have gone abroad, some of them have gone abroad. But this is their hometown, this is their village, this is their birthplace. Some of them have born here, majority of them are born here. And the government of India is looking after you quite well, without any hassles. And we as Kannadigas, we as Karnataka people, we look after you very well. Absolutely no problem. We have allowed you to practice your faith. We have allowed you to practice your culture. We have allowed you to live however you want to live as Tibetans. Preserve your culture, preserve your art. I just saw the exhibition. What a beautiful art. What a beautiful talent and the culture you have. And that has to be protected. And we, as Kannadigas, we will definitely allow you to continue to do that. His Holiness got a Nobel Peace Prize in 1989. World has recognized His Holiness' contribution, not you and me. The world has recognized him as an ambassador of peace, as an advocate of peace. And in this today's world, what else do we need? We need peace, we need harmony, we need equality, and we need universal brotherhood. Some of us have born as blacks. Some of us have born as yellows. And some of us have born as whites. But His Holiness advocated without differentiating the color or the creed. The world needs peace. And what is happening in today's world? What is happening between countries? I don't want to name them. What is happening in the world? And don't we want peace? If we don't, the end point is perish. The humanity will perish. All it needs two nuclear bombs. One person can take that wrong decision. I am extremely grateful to you. I always pray that the Almighty give him health and everything. I don't say wealth. I definitely pray for health. I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity this evening. And also, as a higher education minister, former higher education minister, I used to be on the board of the college which they have started in Bangalore. And I asked them at that point of time, start educational institutions. Doesn't matter, you are in India, you are not encouraging. Educate them. Educate them so that they face the world. And today, I must tell you, this college or the school which they have started there or elsewhere in the monasteries, they have become more competitive. And that is why most of them have gone abroad. Gone abroad and sending money and everything. Yeah. Looking after the parents, I don't know about that. But definitely their life is settled. And here also, I think education is the only way you can change, you can bring about more peace, more harmony. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.